Iberostar Tenerife and our visitors Telekom Baskets Bonn. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we begin the third season here of the Basketball Champions League. And what a treat we have as we are here at Santiago Martin Arena, where Iberostar Tenerife, the very first ever champions of the Basketball Champions League in 2016-17, will kickstart their seasons against the visitors from Germany. This is Group B fixture. Other fixtures today, you will see Umana Venezia take on PAOK, and tomorrow Opavo take on Nanterre 92, while Net Holland will take on Freiburg Olympic. Well, kickstart this season in fine form. As you can see, Antwerp Giants just coming into the mix as they came out with a very close victory, 91-87. While Strasbourg beat Ljubljana by 10. It has been a very good start so far to this season. Again, what a campaign we'll look forward to, because as he goes to show in the case of Iberostar Tenerife, many of them would have pictured them to be in that Final Four back in 2016-17. What fantastic basketball they played to get to the final, where it was played here on this very court, to come away as number one. Lift that trophy for the first time. Well, Telekom Bonn Baskets, well, the season they had last year, they'll look back on it and think, you know, it wasn't the best season for them. They've made a few additions for this season coming in. Lanes of James Webb, just coming in off a season with the Brooklyn Nets. He will be a huge, huge addition to them and their campaign, along with Yoman Bartolo. It's a big statement for them to come here on the road, and what a tough situation it will be to play against a team like Iberostar Tenerife. Tenerife are going to be featuring a lot of perimeter shooters on the team. I mean, they got the likes of Tim Abramadis, not to mention Thad McFadden as well, who's just come off a season in China. And a very good season with PAOK 2 years ago in this competition. Along with Colton Iverson, the 7-foot big fella. 29 years of age. He'll be looking to make a very big impact this season. Having played for a few other big names here in Europe, this will be a big test for him. The Argentine player Ferran Bassas, they'll be requiring on his experience as a point guard role to really come in and give the backcourt for Iberostar Tenerife just a few options in the depth. If we just go back to that night, that final back in 2016-17, the very first season here in the Basketball Champions League, this arena was packed. It was loaded. Fans all over the place. They came up with a very, very narrow, close victory against Bonn. Bonn trying to make a statement tonight to get their season off and kicking. Well, one of the other few teams here in the Canary Islands, but Iberostar Tenerife, really young in its existence, in the part of the ACB now for only probably 30 years, but the first major trophy they won was this Basketball Champions League. They just want to show the world. Last year they'll be a little bit disappointed after their early playoff exit against UCAM Murcia, who made it to the Final Four in Athens, but Iberostar Tenerife have proven themselves very well that they can mix it up with the big boys. I mean, after all, playing one of the strongest domestic basketball leagues in the world, being outside of the United States, but like I say, it's a big night for them. They've won the goal once, and they'll want to win it again. They'll try and go as far as they can, so they've got to get off to a good start tonight here on their home court. Just show the world why they were the winners 2 seasons ago. It's a very interesting lineup they got tonight in their squad. It's a very young team, to say the least. A mix of experience, along with a few younger age players as well. The likes of Seba Saiz, who's only just coming into his prime now as a young professional, not to mention the big fella, Mamadou Niang, also a very young player. It's all going to be about tempo now for Iberostar Tenerife. They can really just get up and down the court, really make Telekom Bonn Baskets play some up-tempo basketball. They can control it. Bonn, it's really going to be about shooting the ball really well on the perimeter, making it count, making the transition defense very effective. We'll just get set to introduce our officials tonight, and along with our sponsor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you can follow all of these games, of course, on livebasketball.tv, as we offer you the finest basketball here in Europe. Our officials tonight are coming from the nations of Greece, Switzerland, and Turkey. Mehmet Karabichelen, Marcos Michaelidis, Panayotis Anastopoulos. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're very proud to say that we have some of the finest officials here in world basketball. They've done an excellent job in all of our competitions, and they will continue to do so here tonight in the Basketball Champions League for the Game Day 1 opener of the 2018-19 regular season. You know, the good thing for teams like Iberostar Tenerife and Telekom Baskets Bonn, of course, all the visitors, knowing that, you know, this tournament can go to anyone's favor. If you look at last year, it was only in the last day of game day 14 that Dusan Chakota hit the big three-pointer that sent them into the playoffs. A few more comebacks against Ches Nimberg, and then taking that Final Four in Athens. Telekom Baskets Bonn will be thinking they have the same opportunities, they got the same luck on their team. Why not them? Well, they got to begin it tonight here in the Canary Islands. The starting lineups, you got Charles Jackson starting inside. He will be partnered alongside James Webb, who was in the NBA last year. Joshua Mayo, along with Yorman Bartolo and Rashid James, will be making the backcourt. See, they're really going to try and spread the floor as much as possible, make Bartolo and Mayo isolate. And Coach Predrag Krinic, you can see there's a bit of expectation for him this year. He's really got to get things going. He knows with his squad, he's very confident. Gotta try and progress where they finished off last year. Last year, just finished second bottom of their group, just above Aris. Iberostar Tenerife, it was a good season for them last year in the regular season, but just came up unlucky against UCAM Murcia. UCAM Murcia going inside with the big man from North Dakota, Colton Iverson. He'll be partnered inside by his fellow countryman, Tim Abramadis, who played at Notre Dame University. Javier Barrin, Thaddeus McFadden, and Rodrigo San Miguel will make up the backcourt. This is going to be some run-and-gun basketball tonight we see here from Iberostar Tenerife. When we talk about tempo tonight, it's really going to be how much the home team can get up and down, make Telekom Baskets Bonn play some very tough transition defense, but more importantly, making it count in transition. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are literally a minute away from tip-off. We thank you for joining us here tonight at Santiago Martin Arena here in the Canary Islands. It is the Game Day 1 opener of the Basketball Champions League. Do not go anywhere. We are set for tip. Both these two teams just shake hands, pay each other homage, but Once the ball is up, eager to get under a good start here. Well, the ball is up. Iberostar Tenerife get the first possession, and we're underway. You can see he comes off the screen all the way, tries to kick it out. Crosses back over, splits the defense, pulls up from 15 feet, and it's tucked away. And it's an early start here for the host. That is McFadden, gets his first 2 points of the game. Comes off a screen now, a bit of pick and pop with Webb. James down low, backs down with the big man. He's going to use the size, spins around, use the contact, doesn't get it. Now it looks like it's come off. Iverson, and he knows it, so it's going to be baseline now. Telekom Bonn baskets. Inbound at baseline. Comes up the screen, 2 dribbles, takes the 3, and it's tucked away. Well, deep 3 there. Early 3 from Joshua Mayo. Rodrigo San Miguel comes off a screen now, kicks it out while he's looking for options, got no one to pass to. Iverson comes up, sets the screen. Abramadis now looking, takes it down the middle, kicks out. Iverson, 1 on the shot clock, spins, fades away, and Iverson just tucks away the fadeaway. Down the other end, Mayo wastes no time, gets stripped. And now Iberostar Tenerife can break. San Miguel, transition, kicks it out. We got a 3-ball, it's good! Fast break basketball now. We talked about it from Iberostar Tenerife. Mayo comes off the screen, pick and pop with Webb. Webb will try a 3 and it's no good. Iverson with a rebound. And now San Miguel can break. Transition, Abramadis. Try to give it a give and go, but just comes off the foot. You see every time Rodrigo San Miguel gets the ball, he's just going to push it in transition. Telekom baskets Bonn really have to get back, sort themselves out. Abramadis gives up to McFadden. McFadden crosses over, goes down the lane, contact, another kick out. San Miguel for 3, doesn't get it. Iverson with a rebound, goes up, too easy. Well, Telekom baskets Bonn don't box out and they get punished. Bartolo gives it up. James, he's got to give it up again. Bartolo turns it over, falls over. Just slips. Comes off a screen, nowhere to go to. Down low, tries to fake it. Javier Barrin uses size, kicks out. Iverson pump fakes, 3 on the shot clock, turns it over. Telekom baskets Bonn now can break. Back to Mayo. Mayo's going to use a screen. Mayo comes up. Well, he's got time, space, pulls up from 15 feet, tucks the jump shot, and Mayo just makes it look easy. Bit of a defensive mix-up there for Iberostar Tenerife. Now, the referee's just going to have to stop play because you can see in the same area, both an Iberostar Tenerife down at defender and Yorman Bartolo have slipped over. I mean, that's just a hard screen there set by Charles Jackson. I mean, Charles Jackson probably stands at 6'11", but it's one of the benefits of his size and power is he can just set such a good screen if he stands still. San Miguel. McFadden comes off the screen. McFadden down low. Iverson dunks it! What a play! Well, it started by Thaddeus McFadden, threw it down to the big man. Now Mayo's got to give it up. James comes off a screen from Jackson. Down to Jackson. Jackson low post. Can he finish this time? Goes up, and the big man misses again. Well, he almost gets his own rebound, but he just does enough to knock it off Iverson. But what a play down the other end. Colton Iverson just caught it in the lane. No, sir. Throws it down. What a dunk. Webb kicks it out to Mayo. Mayo scored all 5 points so far. Mayo got to kick out again, outside to James, got to shoot it. The three is up, it's no good. Mayo not giving up, offensive rebound. Well, right now, only one player's got half of him, and it's Mayo. In the lane, draws the foul, doesn't get it. Rashad James is going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. The foul is on San Miguel. It's a smart move, there's the contact. Now the question is, was the foul on the ground or in the process of shooting? But, well, it wasn't a shooting foul because they got a base sideline. Josh Mayo's got to give it up. James, deep three. It's up. It's no good. Rebound by Iverson. And now Iberostar Tenerife can break. Iverson tries to go baseline. Gets bumped. He's fouled. The foul is on number 13, Yorman Bartolo. Well, there's the contact. It's a good call by the official. It's a handoff from McFadden. Corner, San Miguel this time doesn't pull the trigger. Iverson tries to spin, loses the ball. A bit of a mix up with him and Jackson, but good defense by the big man. There's some full court pressure right now. You can see Mayo only bringing the ball up for Telekom Baskets Bonn. They turn it over again. San Miguel transition, they got numbers. In the lane, Abramadis lays it up. Well, if you don't take care of the basketball, Iberostar Tenerife will punish you. Mayo now is going to go screen with Jackson. Thought about it. Jackson in the lane, contact, and he'll draw the foul. They're going to go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Better there from Telekom Baskets Bonn. You can see a pick and roll play, but Duncan Iverson had his hands up, but he was in the process of moving, so it's a good call by the official, but sloppy play there from James. Big man Charles Jackson, recently just coming off 2 seasons in Turkey. He's university basketball at Tennessee Tech, but brief stint in New Zealand and Australia, as well as the D-League. Now just settling to life here in Germany. As he misses the second free throw. Well, the shot is up. It's no good, but he's fouled. It's going to be 3 free shots. And you can even see he's turned around the defenders and say, why are you fouling me? I mean, it's a silly foul to give away. Thaddeus McFadden will go to the free throw line now for 3 shots. The American-born Georgia naturalized player represented Georgia at a few Eurobaskets. Just come off the back of a season in China, but it's the second one. Member of PAOK 2 seasons ago here in the Basketball Champions League. Starting his professional career in 2009. And he missed the third one. Jackson gets a rebound. Now you can see Mayo wants to go pick and roll on the ball. Now here's where they're going to try and isolate. Pick and pop with James. Comes off a screen with Jackson. Kicks in the corner. Time, space, goes up, and one. Strong move by Bartolo. Well, you can see what happened. The change on the defense, which led Bartolo wide open. And Bartolo, as soon as he got the kick out here, one dribble, there's the foul, contact, and just kisses it off the glass. Strong move. Yorman Bartolo, Cuban-German basketball player, makes it a three-point play. They almost turned it over, but to keep it alive. McFadden, 3 in the corner. Oh, baby! Tucks it away. McFadden now moves up to 7 points. We've just in good control of this game at the moment. James on the wing, it's San Miguel. Takes a tough fadeaway shot, it's up, it's a very poor shot. Now Tenerife can break. Spins around, Abramadis. McFadden. You see the difference between Telekom Baskets Bonn and Iberostar Tenerife in that everything Bonn does is a pick and roll on the guards, where Iberostar Tenerife really just want to move the ball, make the defense stretch, and just look for a post entry. Gets the handoff now, goes pick and roll. San Miguel thought about the three, doesn't take it. Another kick out, under the basket, lays it up. Unselfish basketball. Sebastian Saez, well, we talked about his youthful years here, but James now looking for Jackson. Jackson, low post. He's going to try and isolate. Use the size, goes up, and Jackson, well, that's what they're going to have to do if they're going to get back into this game, as Charles Jackson just starts to cement his authority in the low block. Well, he almost turned it over. Good defense there from Charles Jackson. Now, you got to ask, what was Saez doing putting the ball on the floor? I think your main go-to offense is for him to be trying to isolate that position, but Iberostar Tenerife are just going to make a change as the Argentine Ferran Bassas comes into the game. We're just trying to give him a bit of stability in the backcourt. Bassas, time and space, oh my lord! What happened to the defense? Fell asleep. And Bassas, who's only just checked into the game, will you ever see a more free lunch than that? Defense has to wake up. There they go to get the handoff now with James. Screen with Jackson, and an offensive foul as Jackson just gave a really hard screen to Lucas Streiger. Well, Lucas Streiger, first season that he's playing outside of Germany. Bassas comes off a screen, pick and roll. They almost turn it over, but they keep it alive. Streiger catch and shoot from the corner, doesn't get it. Telekom Baskets Bonn can break. Jackson down low, time and space, gets fouled. Does not make the dunk that would have counted. And the home crowd just remind him. Fouls on Streiger. Cross court, James in the corner. James steps back from 15. It's a tough shot again. Well, he's trying to make his own shots off the dribble, but he's just not getting the space he needs. Down low spins. Abramadis, good defense by James. Saez will catch and shoot for 15, and it's nothing but net. Nice little 1-2 there, the assist from Abramadis. Iberostar Tenerife lead this one by 13. Rashad James turns it over yet again, and now Iberostar Tenerife can break numbers. Abramadis down low, Bassas finishes it off, the bounce pass. And Telekom Baskets Bonn, only a minute and a half to go before the end of the half. I've got to call timeout to sort themselves out. They're down by 15. We can see what he's probably trying to say to him is let the ball move. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we just apologize for the technical difficulties that we are having so far. We hope you have not been too disappointed with the early start here from the hosts. You see here, Iberostar Tenerife really just getting in the lane and getting some good wide open shots, White. Telekom Baskets Bonn now just really searching for answers at the moment. They're really trying to force the issue from the isolation, but again, the individual play just isn't working for them right now. But hosts just sharing the basketball, letting it move and getting it working for each other. In the second quarter now, as the visitors down by 16 really need to pull themselves together. They got Joshua Mayo back into the game, taken to an off-guard situation. We'll try and get a few more positions where he can get a few more shots, of course. Comes off the screen, pick and roll play. Now that's a bit better. It's off the backboard. Well, what an answer, as Bojan Subotic just came in and made a statement already. Mayo picking up Bass's full court, put some good pressure on him. Bass gets a handoff. Well, Subotic just gets his hand in the cookie jar, and Mayo, three transition, doesn't get it, but they get an offensive rebound. Corner, the three is up, and it's no good, but offensive ball by Subotic. They go up with him, they don't give up. Well, that's a bit better now, as Webb gets the loose ball. Telekom Baskets Bonn just starting to play with a bit more heart. Joshua Mayo just gets called for the foul, but there you can see just a bit more knit and grit. Here's the good defense by Mayo. Well, that's actually the foul play, but the previous play, Subotic came over, just got a steal. Comes off a screen now, Striker. Down low, thought about the three. Bassas, alley-oop, and it's up and away. Well, Mamadou just got the lob from Bassas, and he just threw it down. In the lane, Subotic will try the three, and he tucks it away from the perimeter. The big man from really just coming in. 5 early points here in the second quarter. Striker pulls up from three. One dribble, nothing but net. Well, it's end-to-end stuff right now, as these two teams are just going to let it go from the perimeter. Looking for the handoff of Mayo. Webb got nowhere to go. Gets up to Subotic. Subotic going to take it himself all the way. Gets fouled. Wow. He is not afraid to put the ball on the floor. That's a real three-stretch four. I mean, look at this. He faked the pass, but he went between. He just makes the contact. There's the alley-oop from Niang. He makes the first free throw. Played in BC Caleb last season, but a huge addition he is for this team. Makes a second one. 6'8", played for some big names so far in Europe. 27 years of age in his prime, and it's a traveling violation. Well, Joshua Mayo is causing all sorts of problems for Bassas on this point guard position. Bassas not enjoying the pressure he's got, but just keep it alive. Well, the team's just put enough pressure. To bring it out now. This is where they got to play with a bit more composure. Mayo pulls up for a deep three. Well, composure was that the best shot, but shot selection from Telekom Baskets Bonn hasn't been the best. Mamadou Niang under the basket, and it's too easy. Well, he uses his length so well. He's just able to finish off the pick and roll. Mayo comes off a screen, kicks out. Three in the corner, he's missed the last one, and he airballs this one. Well, transition all the way, gets blocked, but he's fouled in transition. And that's a good foul from Jarrell Rachel. Let's see, it was going to be an easy layup there, but Jarrell Rachel just came in and swiped it hard. Foul to give to Pierre-Antoine Gillet. just made the move over here in Spain. This season playing for Ostend. Well, he makes the second one. Mayo pick and pop with Subotic. Subotic gives it up. Subotic in the lane, lays it up, and it's a strong move, and it's an M1. Well, he might be their best player right now. I mean, 6'8", puts the ball on the floor, shoots it from 3. What a strong finish, a finger roll off the backboard. Bojan Subotic, remember the name, ladies and gentlemen. Makes that a 3-point play. It's the second M1 of the game. Well, it's got to be a charge. Good call. Offensive foul. Rochelle came over. Now he positioned himself outside the semicircle as Mamadou Niang just came in unaware. Good defensive play. Leo now playing that point guard role along with Mayo. Puts up the floater. Mayo struggling now to find a shot. Sometimes he just forces it a little too much when he's got probably a better option with a kick out. In the lane, doesn't get the M1. Gonna go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. And Sebastian Saez just had a wide open look, but unable to finish it. Well, he misses the free throw. The former Wichita State player makes a second one. Backdoor play sniped by Rochelle, goes up and he misses the layup, but he gets his own board. Iberostar Tenerife don't box out. In the lane, puts it up. Subotic misses it. Rochelle gets it back. DeLeo tries the 3, can't get it. Telekom Baskets Bonn cannot buy a 3-pointer at the moment. Bassis now gets a screen on the ball, has to kick it out, cross court, wide open, gives him a pump fake, pulls up from 18 feet, it's good, nothing but net. Well, smart play there from Nicolas Brasino, the boy from Argentina. Gets his first 2 points of the game. DeLeo comes up a screen, he's got Webb wide open for the pop. Subotic gives it to Webb, he'll take the 3-pointer. Webb can't get it. Mayo gets a rebound, get out of here, not in this house. Well, what a block by Saez. And there you can see Telekom Baskets Bonn have to call timeout. Because right now, Iberostar Tenerife are on fire. You can see Mayo gets his own rebound. Get out of here. No en mi casa, por favor. I mean, Saez, no, sir. Telekom Baskets Bonn did start the quarter very strong by bringing in Bojan Subotic, but Iberostar Tenerife are just on fire at the moment. See a big difference right there. Iberostar Tenerife, 57% from the perimeter. Telekom Baskets Bonn only 2 for 11. Just not good enough at this level. Iberostar Tenerife are 12 for 12 from within the rainbow. 100%, you rarely see a stat like that. Because they are on fire. They're not missing any shots they take. Late now. Last season was with Ostend. And I say is, well, it's got to be a travel. How many steps does he need? Well, Racino wide open for the three. Doesn't get it. Mayo with a rebound. They turn it over. McFadden with a steal. McFadden now comes off a screen. Almost loses his dribble. Gillet, that's what he's known for. Antoine Gillet, you cannot give him any time or space. It's what he was doing last season for Ostend. There's a foul off the ball. Looks like the foul is on number 9, Nicholas Brasino. You can see James about to check back into the game, along with Mr. Jackson. Charles Jackson, they're really going to need his presence. DeLeo comes out of the game along with James Webb. Not quite sure where the foul is, to be honest, but Mayo's on the ball now, gives up to Subotic. Down low to Jackson. Jackson's going to bang in low, make the contact. The big man, whoa, big miss under the basket. San Miguel in the lane, comes off a foot, so it'll be a reset of the 14. McFadden now looking for the pop. Gillet, corner, McFadden made 1-3. Doesn't get this one. A rarity as Iberostar Tenerife get a miss. Transition, Subotic in the middle, almost loses it, gives it out. Got to go up. Bartolo out to Subotic. Bonn's offense is just a bit disorganized at the moment. A little bit too much isolation. James pulls up, tough three, can't get it. McFadden with a rebound, and now they can break. They don't have numbers, but can they make it count? See, everything's just so unselfish. Bring the ball out. Comes off a screen all the way, lobs it, doesn't get it. It's a turnover, and it'll be Telekom baskets Bonn ball. Iverson unable to keep it alive. Yeah, Antoine Gillet will go to the bench. See, Steiger just putting his hand in the cookie jar. Able to deflect it out of bounds. It was actually Abromaitis. Jackson gives it back out to DeLeo, checks back into the game. James now looking down low, gives it to Jackson. Jackson's got to go up, puts it up in the big man. Makes it count in the low block with a tough jump hook. Jackson now moves to 5 points. San Miguel gives it up to McFadden. McFadden in the lane, steps back off a one-footed jump shot, doesn't get it. They almost fight over it. James, transition, crosses over all the way off the glass, doesn't get it. Bartolo with the offensive board. Out to DeLeo. DeLeo is going to get the screen. cross court. James had the three in the corner. Did go. Oh my Lord! Right over Iverson! Are you serious? What a dunk! He jumped to the top of this arena. Wow. What athleticism there. What a dunk. Ladies and gentlemen, Rashad James just went up and he basically put Colton Iverson on a poster.
Defense and defensive rebound. Both teams say they go hard every time. Offensive rebound from long distance. Okay? Hey! Very important, the rebound, not other thing. We cannot down because we don't take any rebound. They always touch the ball. Control. No make mistake. Don't touch it. Don't take it. Hello, one day. Yellow. One time this. Hello. One time this.
Well, what a dunk hit. Rashad James. Remember the name in the lane. What a dunk. Colton Iverson, no mercy. Rashad James with absolutely no regard for Iberostar Tenerife. Well, has that moment just shaken up Iberostar Tenerife? We will find out. The Telekom baskets Bonn just put a bit of full court pressure. They turn it over. James takes a three, and all of a sudden, he's come to life. Well, Iberostar Tenerife now have to respond. They're up by 12, but what a moment we just witnessed here on the opening day of the third season of the Basketball Champions League. As Colton Iverson gets fouled by Subotic. They'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. You can see it's a smart play there by Iverson. Seals him off, gets the love there from Abramadis, but Subotic just maybe overcommitted without any help side. And Colton Iverson makes the first free throw. Boy from Colorado State, originally from South Dakota. He's played in Turkey, Israel. Second season now here in Spain. 14-point lead now to Iberostar Tenerife. DeLeo on the ball, guarded by McFadden. Gives it up to Bartolo, looking for James. James in the lane, in and around. James, well, 7 straight points now for Rashad James. Now he's just starting to utilize his athleticism on the ball as he moves up to 9. DeLeo guarding San Miguel. In the corner, get a hand to it now. Subotic just able to stop the 3 in the corner for Abramadis. He'll be thinking, though, with his team almost having a 20-point lead at one point, just aren't able to run away with it at this point. Jackson now with his hand in the passing lanes. This is a lot better now from Telekom Baskets Bonn, just showing a bit of eagerness and a bit of desire. The defense will open up and lead to a few more fast break opportunities. Get the handoff now, McFadden. McFadden guarded by Bartolo in the lane. Alley-oop doesn't get it. Subotic can break now. And now in transition, cross it over. It's got to be a football, isn't it? On the floor, not giving up on it. McFadden, Bartolo. And Telekom Baskets Bonn will get the ball. And you can see he loves the heart. He loves the hustle. And he has an exceptional poker face look at the moment. You can see this is what it's all about. I mean, young players watching, anytime you have a loose ball, you got to get on the ground because that's what your coach will love. We get the ball inbound now to Bartolo. We're looking for James on the wing. Back to Bartolo in the lane. Underneath, Jackson gets blocked. And he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. A foul. You can see it's a good, smart foul there because Jackson is not the best free throw shooter. We'll go to the line for two. Nice little play there. Bartolo does well to spot him as Iverson came over the help side. He makes the first free throw. Makes them both, cuts it now to a 10-point deficit. And now Telekom Baskets Bonn are going to put on a bit of full court pressure again. Will catch and shoot. Avramidis from the side, doesn't get it. Bartolo gives it out. Now they can break. 28 seconds here in the first half. James is going to try and run the clock down. 7 seconds difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pick and roll now with Charles Jackson. Kicks out Subotic. DeLeo, three in the corner, doesn't get it. Jackson unable to keep it alive. Now they can go for the last shot. James gets a double team. Well, puts up a wild one. Well, there you can see Telekom Baskets Bonn had a few good possessions there, but when you have a player come over and double team you, somebody's got to be wide open. There's Rashad James. Just forced a shot there, but at the end of the first half, we just made a slight comeback as Iberostar Tenerife lead this one by 10. It all started with the monster dunk by Rashad James. It just changed it a little bit for Telekom Baskets Bonn. Sure to be on the play of the week there for the Basketball Champions League. Ladies and gentlemen, go get something to drink, go get something to eat, but don't go anywhere too long because within 14 minutes, we will be back for the second half of this game day opener of the Basketball Champions League between the very first champions of the Basketball Champions League, Tenerife, and the visitors, Telekom Baskets Bonn. Both teams are fairly equal on a lot of stats. The only difference is Iberostar Tenerife are just shot the ball. They've been on fire this evening. Subotic came in the second quarters, led the way for Bonn, and really led their comeback along with Rashad James, but as it stands, still down by 10. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the Canary Islands. And at the Santiago Martin Arena, excuse me, for the game day opener here of the Basketball Champions League between our visitors, Telekom Baskets Bonn, and the very first ever champions of the Basketball Champions League, Iberostar Tenerife. Well, the hosts have come out like a house on fire, really have just dominated from start to the end of the first half. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, Rashad James possibly made one of the dunks of the week, possibly the season, as he went in the lane and jumped over the entire Iberostar Tenerife defense and just threw it down. Telekom Baskets Bonn just starting to make a little bit of a comeback now. They trail this one by 10. They were down by as many as 19.
Sobre todo para dar tip, Jordan Colton, ¿okay? O Rodri. Y luego queremos dar. Come on. I don't know, first off, scores out. Or down with quick moment. Go to baseline, good screen, continuity, good spacing, attack. Come on, let's go. Team on three, 1, 2, 3, team.
Iberostar Tenerife really have just moved the ball well, played for each other, had open looks, and the likes of Colton Iverson inside has really caused sorts of problems for the back defense of Telekom Baskets Bonn. James Webb now just having a tough time on the defensive side against Colton Iverson, but really got to step things up and really start to play with a little more physicality, just starting to get things go for themselves. The hosts will begin the second half here with McFadden on the ball. It's off the screen now by Iverson. In low, talked about it, but the steal now. In transition, Bartholomew kicks it out, 3 in the corner, and they get the 3 in transition. It's only their third triple of the night. James Webb just showing his ability from the perimeter as he cuts it now down to a 7-point ball game. McFadden now wants to go screen with Iverson. Kicks it out, San Miguel. He'll go pick and roll. Kicks out to McFadden. McFadden, tough shot, steps back in. Just how did he get that one to drop? I mean, that was a prayer and a fadeaway. Telekom Baskets Bonn can have no arguments with that. Webb will try another 3, and Webb in and out, doesn't get it. But they get the offensive board, and Bartolo just does well under the basket. Has a few words to Abramadis. They shake it off. And you gotta love that. 2 players just really competing. Get the rebound. Ramirez to get an arm lock up. They shake hands, pat each other in the back, and they're back to it now. Jackson now gets the ball and they give it up to Mayo. Back to Webb. James now. Down low to Jackson. Jackson tries to spin. Jackson gets fouled. Now, Iverson just reaches in, but it didn't really look like Jackson had a strong position. A high dribble. Here you can see, tries to spin. If you ask me, that's a little harsh. You see Colton Iverson doesn't agree with it, but in the end, they get a shot up and it doesn't count. San Miguel can break. McFadden now goes screen with Iverson. In the lane, throws it up to Colton Iverson under the basket. Iverson underneath, goes up. Strong move by the big man. Well, just gave an elbow. Colton Iverson's got to be careful. Just threw an elbow at Charles Jackson. Mayo gives it up. James. Mayo in the lane. Go. Webb. Cross court, Bartolo. Bartolo, time, space, and he'll throw it down. Well, where was the help side defense? Easy dunk there for Bartolo. to 10-point lead under the basket, wide open, got to go up with it. Too easy. Both end to end. The switches and the mismatches and confusion is causing both teams issues. James now gives it up. Jackson gets the handoff now with Mayo. Mayo just turns it over. Webb. Backdoor pass, turn it over. And now they can break it. Iberostar Tenerife. San Miguel off the screen in the lane, gives it to Iverson. Iverson all the way. Well, probably thought he should have got an M1. Mayo off the screen, kicks it out to Webb. Webb with a handoff. Bartolo in the lane, puts up the floater. Strong move there by Yorman Bartolo. It's been better now from Telekom Baskets Bonn. In the lane, kick it out. McFadden looking for Jackson. Jackson just does well enough to get his arm round, just deny the post entry. And that's what he's going to have to do. But you can see in previous times he's overcommitted, completely fronted. Iverson would just go for the lob pass. Iverson gets a handoff. San Miguel in the lane. Steps back. Well, too easy right now. Telekom Baskets Bonn really have to start to play better defense. Iberostar Tenerife just making penetration after penetration, which is making Telekom Baskets Bonn's defense collapse. There's a foul. Oh, turnover, stepped out of bounds. Ladies and gentlemen, the score is actually 57-43 to Iberostar Tenerife. We're just having a few technical difficulties, which we do apologize for, but 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Oh, low pass, way too easy. Where was the defense? Yorman Bartolo not looking at the ball, completely fell asleep. Telekom Baskets Bonn have to call timeout and talk it over, as Iberostar Tenerife lead this one by 16.
Put the ball inside. He's at the 2 fault. Put the ball inside. Then it's open. Switch. Put the ball inside. Without any call. Without any, listen. Without any call. 3 down. You get the patience. Hey, charge, good screen. You go over there easy. Good pass. Patience. Hot the done. Con el Bartolo
Iberostar Tenerife now just going to put a bit of full court pressure now. Really start to put them under pressure. Down low, no. Bartolo threw it away. Was looking for a shooter in the corner. And that really is just how the evening has gone for them. Comes off a screen now, look for the pick and pop. Iverson, kick out, good ball movement. So unselfish. But McFadden just wasn't sure what to do with it. Lane, wide open three. It's good! Well, absolutely everything has dropped for them tonight. Right now they lead by 19 again. Down low, puts it up, Bartolo. The foul is on the floor. The foul is on number 21, Tim Abramadis. Well, Javier Berin just been so clinical from the perimeter. And look at this. The ball movement from Iberostar Tenerife has been just absolute world class. Mayo. Down low to Jackson. Jackson now guarded by Iverson. Tries to back down. Doesn't go anywhere. Poor shot, airballs it. Wanted the foul, but he's not getting it. Berin, transition, Abramadis. Comes off the foot. Now, what I can't understand for Telekom Bonn is why isn't Subotic into the lineup? Came in the second quarter, was the big difference for them. San Miguel in the lane, kicks it out. Berin down low, turn it over again. Jackson gives up to James. James tries a three, transition, well. Really, that is just the story of their evening. It's just run and gun, get up and shoot as many three-pointers right now. 19-point lead to Iberostar Tenerife. They lead this one 62-43. Still with 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. San Miguel steps out of bounds and turns it over. Colton Iverson's just going to go to the bench, take a break as Lucas Steiger comes into the game, along with Sebastian Sabaez. James puts it up, tough shot, doesn't get the and one. The foul is on the ground, and they'll get the ball sideline. Sometimes you do see them given where it is a shooting foul, but there you have to respect the official's call. Well, Subotic into the game now, was their top scorer in the first half. Played in the second quarter. Leo also featured in the lineup. Leo down low. Bartolo shot from the baseline and he tucks it away. Cuts it down to a 17-point deficit. Just have to wipe the ball. It's a little bit wet from the sweat. The score has just changed back, and there you can see 17-point deficit net. Tenerife lead this one 62-45. So he's going to have to bring the ball up. Steiger thought about the shot, doesn't go for it. Pick and roll of Abramadis. Spins out, goes baseline, tries to get it, doesn't get it. Saez goes for an offensive ball, but you can see Telekom Bonn baskets will get the ball. Tries a reverse layup, just a little too short there. DeLeo in the lane, kicks out, good ball movement there. Subotic in the game, doesn't get it. Bartolo just does enough to reach to it. Kicks out. James tries a tough three, and it's up, and it's no good. And now Iberostar Tenerife can break. San Miguel's just going to get him into a half-court set offense. Screen the ball with Abramadis. Corner, Berin, options. Down low, gets fouled. Abramadis will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. An unselfish basketball there from Iberostar Tenerife. Penetration from Berin. As soon as he draws this defender right there, there's a help from Subotic. Gave it off to Abramadis. San Miguel wants an unsportsmanlike foul. He's not going to get that one. It's just... Sometimes players should refrain from giving that signal to the official. You know, it needs to be a physical game for the sake of the tempo. When you have a player signal to the official like that, it just doesn't set the tempo. Nonetheless, good foul. He'll be going to the free throw line, Abrameus, for 2 shots. I think that's what the official... Well, it was an unsportsmanlike foul. The officials have called it. Well, here's a dish up there. I don't know. I'm not sure of that one. I'm really not sure. I respect the official's judgment on that, but for me, I am not sure. Makes the first free throw. Where I can see the officials giving that call is because he's really made no attempt to go for the ball, but at the end of the day, the foul wasn't so reckless that it could have caused an injury, but you know, at the end of the day, you have to respect the officials' call, and they've done such a good job in this game. But 2 shots, get the ball back. 19-point lead now to Iberostar Tenerife. Saez now looking for a kick out. Crosses over in the lane. Oh, the boy from Ole Miss just goes all the way with an isolation. He's able to lay it off the backboard. It's a foul off the ball. There will be 2 shots as Telekom Basketball are in the penalty. Well, Pierre-Antoine Gillet just checks back into the game. Subotic makes the first free throw. Makes them both. Pierre-Antoine Gillet gets the ball in transition. Comes off the screen. Lob pass. Says! Well, he didn't get the alley-oop, but he was able to just catch it in the air and tip it in. This little play there. Beautiful assist. DeLeo now comes off the screen. Kicks out to Subotic. Subotic fakes the handoff. It's a wild jump hook, doesn't get it. And an offensive foul. Appears to be off the ball. I'm not sure if it's on Nicolas Brasino or if it's on Pierre-Antoine Gillet. There you can see Brasino just locking onto the arm of Bartolo. DeLeo downloaded Jackson. Jackson double team. DeLeo pulls up from 15 feet, a little short, doesn't get it. They turn it over, and now they can break. Iberostar Tenerife, Pierre-Antoine Gillet, time, space, 3. Well, he was doing it for Ostend the last 2 years here in the Basketball Champions League, and now he's doing it here in the Canary Islands. 24-point lead to Iberostar Tenerife. Pierre-Antoine Gillet, 8 points so far tonight, 2 of those from the perimeter. Pick and roll play. Jackson in the lane, gets fouled, and 1. Well, that was the best passage of play there this evening between for Telekom Basketball. Well, there's the pick and roll, and there's the hard foul from Saez. I mean, Saez has gone for the ball, but he's really knocked him hard on that one. But James will go to the bench for a little break. Joshua Mayo checks back into the game for the backcourt of Telekom Basketball. Makes it a 3-point play. Cuts it down to a 21-point deficit. Steiger thought about the three in the lane, comes off the foot. There's actually 23 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Iberostar Tenerife lead this one by 21 points. A cool timeout to try and draw one last play here. Brasino unable to get it, but we have 5 seconds to go here. Telekom basket's Bonn now with Joshua Mayo. Can he get something off? Slips over. Jackson, three in the corner on the big man. Just unlucky. Had a good look. Hit the front rim, but at the end of the third quarter, Iberostar Tenerife lead this one by 21 points. Telekom basket's Bonn really have just had another introduction here. It's their third season in the Basketball Champions League and really need to use this last quarter to give them something to build on going into the next game. Well, we begin the last quarter here of this opening game day of the Basketball Champions League. Iberostar Tenerife have been absolutely magnificent from start to finish. Telekom basket's Bonn now really have to play for a bit of pride here. Joshua Mayer, three in the corner, doesn't get it. Offensive rebound. Well, Webb will try a three. Webb puts it up, doesn't get it. That's where they struggle tonight. Perimeter shooting just has killed them. Good help side defense there by Subtovic. That did not come off his foot. DeLeo crosses over, nice play. Webb tries another three, gotta make it, can't get it. Brusino comes off the screen. In the lane, makes a contact, goes up, smart move. Well, Ferran Basas just made the contact, made the bump, and he kissed it off the glass. DeLeo gets a handoff now. He shouldn't pick his dribble up there, because, you know, when you pick your dribble up, you've really got no options to go to. Mayo pulls up, deep three, three's up, no good. Well, Subotic going in, almost came up with a loose ball. In the end, Webb fouls him. Comes off the screen, Sayers wide open, 15-foot jump shot, and he knocks it away. That has been the story of this evening. They've just been on fire. Tries to go baseline all the way, lays it off the glass, and he gets the and-one. Strong move there by Rochelle. It's his first 2 points of the game, but what a strong move. Take it baseline, lay it off the glass, and the finger roll avoids the block by Saiz. You can see he uses inside hand on the layup, which was a bit quicker than the defense would have anticipated for the block, so can't make a three-point play though. Gets a pick and roll play. Saez kicks it out. Brusino loves it, doesn't get it. No, Subotic. Transition, whoa. Keep it alive. Michelle. Moves it off of DeLeo. DeLeo comes off the screen. Crosses over. Kicks out Subotic. He's made 1 3 and one from the perimeter. Wants his second triple of the night, and now can go to the free throw line to make it a 4-point play. DeLeo with a nice kick out, just spotting him, and why not? Well, Saiz picks up his third personal foul of the game. Subotic is the top scorer. Telekom Bonn basket, 15 points. For that matter, he's the top scorer in the game, actually. Can't make it a 4-point play, unfortunately. In the lane, tries to kick it out to Brusino. Well, why not? Tries a deep three, doesn't get it while pushing the back bit by Rachel. He just gives Brusino a hard knock. I don't understand why he did it, to be honest with you. Look. Slight push, well, you can see really wasn't sure whether anticipate where the ball was going, but you know, pushed him, would have been on the break. Steiger comes off a screen. Down to Anguille, gives up to Brusino. Oh, foot on the line, it's a long, long two, doesn't get it. But they don't box out, it is Telekom basketball. Give it up to Mayo. Subotic. Clip sets a screen. DeLeo crosses over. DeLeo tries the three, and DeLeo doesn't get it. And again, it's just not enough ball movement. A lot of isolation. I think what Webb's trying to say is you got to push in the back, and I think he's got a case there as well. Cross-court pass. Brusino had the three, but traveling violation. Should have taken it. That is why you have to have a quick release here in the professional game. You can't get your shot up with that pass. Probably most likely not going to get many shots up. Joshua Mayo checks back into the game. 20-point lead now to Iberostar Tenerife. 5.5 to go here in this game day opener of the Basketball Champions League. DeLeo to Mayo. Well, Steiger comes off the screen now. They almost turn it over. Subotic can't keep it alive. But down low on the basket, easily laid up. Well, standard so far here. And Ramirez now moves to 10 points, 4 for 5 from the field. In the lane, Mayo dish off to Subotic underneath the basket, lays it up, and he gets the and one. And Subotic is going to go to the free throw line to make it a three-point play. The foul is on Pierre-Antoine Guillet. Oh, nice pass there from Mayo under the basket. Makes it a three-point play. He moves to 19 points. Charles Jackson checks back into the game. Antoine Guillet will go to the bench. Another change has been made here by Telekom Baskets Bonn. Crosses over, three in the corner by Bassas. Three is up, and it's nothing but the bottom of the rim. Bassas moves up to 12 points now. 22-point lead to Tenerife. Joshua Mayo pick and roll with Jackson underneath the basket. Whoa, unorthodox, but he was able to lay it up. The assist from Joshua Mayo. Pick and roll play now. Ramirez. Give and go, dished it out, they turn it over, but it came off. It's a deflection. So it will be a Iberostar Tenerife ball. Sideline. In the lane, too easy. Well, goaltending, but it tipped into the basket anyway. Colton Iverson just used his body so effectively to seal off the defender, get the ball in the low block. Cross court, James, three in the corner, three is up, it's no good. Rebound by Bassas. Looking too easy. Iverson doesn't get the layup. Whoa. He had time and space just to rip the ring down, to be honest. Webb thought about the three. Down low to Jackson. Jackson bumps, puts it up. The foul is on the ground, so well, actually they've called a shooting foul. The case you have there is that his 1-2 step, he was going into his shot though, so Webb goes to the bench just to take a break. Ramirez checks out again, and Pierre-Antoine Gillet will check back in. Makes the first free throw. Makes the second one. Antoine Gillet kicks it out. Mamadou Niang now, he'll have to kick it out. Basas, Bayron's made 1-3, doesn't get this one. Joshua Mayer with a rebound, now he can push. It's a baseline and it's a traveling violation called. Well, turnover. There's under 2.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Down low, Niang catches it under the basket. Got to kick it out. Well, McFadden takes the three, tucks it away. 23-point lead now to Iberostar Tenerife. As McFadden now moves up to 13 points, 3 for 4 from the perimeter. We'll try the pick and roll, but he wasn't expecting it. Transition numbers. Pierre-Antoine Gillet gets fouled. Whoa, no call. Here's a transition. It's a good call, actually. You can see he gets the ball. You could have. That was a bit of a follow through, but style there from the official to keep the play going. McFadden on the ball. Corner three, puts it up, doesn't get it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, to be honest, Iberostar Tenerife have just been fantastic from start to end. They came in this game, at one point in the second quarter, they were 12 for 12 from within the rainbow. It just goes to show why they were champions 2 seasons ago. The style of basketball they play, just unselfish for each other. Timeout now to Telekom Baskets Bonn as they really need to start soul searching.
En ataque, si vamos a llegar a un 11 sin avisar, y en el lado bueno de Petit. ¿Vale? Y si no,
Well, we just begin the last minute and 19 to go in the fourth quarter. Joshua Mayer right off the catch, and he shoots a three-point, he tucks it away. Closes now down to a 20-point deficit. He hasn't made a field goal since the first quarter where he hit his first two shots. Telekom Baskets Bonn really gonna have to adjust to the style here. Pierre-Antoine Gillet's made 2 threes, can't make the third one. Over the backboard, and it's out of bounds. In the lane now, James takes it, gets blocked. Mamadou Niang just denies him. Tries the alley-oop. Mamadou Niang just catches the alley-oop and he throws it down. Well, it looks so easy. Bassas just threw the ball up and literally just said, go fetch. Here was the block. And there's the alley-oop, throws it down. Well, puts it up and away here in the Canary Islands. Well, what a dunk. If you look at that first quarter, that is where we just capitulated. Third quarter as well. It's the first quarter by 16 points, the third one by 9, but Telekom Baskets Bonn really need to learn how to take the right shot and to really play just for each other. I mean, they've got the players, they've got the capabilities. It's just about understanding each other. He almost turned it over, but Antoine Gillet trying to say that it came off James. .30 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Iberostar Tenerife lead this one by 22 points. James in the lane kicks it out. We got a three ball. The three is up, and the three is tucked away. Well, Jasinski gets his first field goal. And a triple for Telekom Baskets Bonn. In the lane, Rosino will try the three, in and out, doesn't get it. 4 seconds, James transition, lays it up. And ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this one, it is Iberostar Tenerife who come out victorious, 87-70 against Telekom Baskets Bonn. The first ever champions of the Basketball Champions League in their 3rd season. Come out with a comfortable home victory and just set a bit of a message, an early tone. That is as it stands here at the end of this one. Iberostar Tenerife just have been so fantastic. Colton Iverson, just a dominant force in the low block. What a game it was. The score was actually 87-68. The players applaud the home fans for their support and admiration. Again, fantastic, making noise throughout the entire game. Telekom Baskets Bonn also applaud as they walk off. What an opening game it was here to the Basketball Champions League. Both players really, sets of players just set the tone early, just went at it, but Iberostar Tenerife were absolutely fantastic. Well, that is as it stands here. As the home side come out with their first victory. And you see they shot the ball 75% from within the rainbow, 50% from the perimeter, 10 for 20. I mean, outstanding perimeter shooting. 28 assists, 15 turnovers, but 4 blocks as well. Just really dominating on most sides of the game. See, Bayran had chipped in 2 steals. Subotic, he had 3 as well. He was the top scorer in the game with 18 points. Interesting enough, did not feature that much. McFadden, top scorer for Iberostar Tenerife, and that just shows their team. It's not really one player that dominates the collective effort. Everybody just chips in. Webb, his first season outside the United States, he came off with the Brooklyn Nets. Shouldn't have got off to the start he would have liked to here in the Basketball Champions League, but Gilman Bartolo just going base on it, throwing it down with ease. See the seal off in the low block, but just shooting the ball so well from the perimeter. Having some good looks, really just making it count. Why he's with a early take to the basket and wasn't even looking at the basket when he finished. There's the lob pass. Wasn't able to capitalize on the alley-oop, but he still made it. Just would have made the arena lose its mind if he just followed through with the dunk. So he just lets it go from 15 feet. Well, there's the baseline and the block. To capitalize through the block, but Telekom Baskets Bonn have to really look at this game, put a line under it, and really try to sort of assess themselves and what kind of identity they want to have. Some good players on this team, but they really need to sort of learn how to play for each other. Sometimes the offense just forced a little too much through the isolation, the one-on-one play. Watch what Iberostar Tenerife do. The unselfish style of basketball. Play for each other. No players bigger than the unit. Synergy, sum of the parts, greater than the sum. Really defines the style of basketball from the first ever champions here in the Basketball Champions League. But Amadou Niang, what an alley-oop. Just throws it down. Just makes it look easy. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here this evening. More games to come here tomorrow. Game day 1 of the Basketball Champions League. It's good night for now.